What up, everybody? This your boy, Bill Bellamy. Yes, this is the #1 podcast in the nation, top billing. We are the podcast for the culture, the movement, and the discussion. Today, my special guest is a writer, producer, and extraordinary, funny-ass comedian, Malik S. If you don't know, now you know. He's here at Top Billing. It is a pleasure to welcome you, Malik S.
What's up, brother?
Malik S.
Man.
One of my favorite guys in the game.
Man.
Always been a good guy. Always been right there, right on top of the game. A lot of people will notice him, or if you watch this on YouTube, you will notice that you've seen him on The Neighborhood with our good friend Cedric and Tashina Arnold. Yeah. I actually did a guest star on that show as well.
Did I do a good time? It was you and it was Terry, right?
Yeah, me and Terry played husband and wife. I was in them streets again. They always want me in them streets, Malik.
I mean, you did it, man.
I know how to do it.
You did booty call, dude. You did a classic. You know, sometimes the industry won't let you shake stuff.
Yeah, I'm always a player or a player hater in everything, because I know how to hate and I know how to play.
If it pay the mortgage,
is it pay the bills? Let's get it, goddamn it.
Go.
Well, Malik, the reason I wanted to have you on Top Billing, because I feel you're one of my favorite comedians personally. I never told you that, but you're one of my favorite comedians, and I love your energy. And we coincidentally ran into each other the other day.
Bill was at Equinox.
I was at Equinox working out.
You know, good in his life. I don't know where you at in the country, but just say Equinox is like the Roof Chris of gyms.
Yeah, it's the Roof Chris of
gyms. It ain't.
They got garlic butter on their weights.
It ain't Fridays or Applebee's. It's the Roof Chris of gyms.
So as God would make it work for us, I got a chance to run into you, and I was like, Malik, you got to stop by Top Billing. And you said, let's do it. And while I was thinking about this before you got in, I said, what did I want the world to know about Malik S? Is that you're so talented and you've been in the game. I'm saying almost 20, right?
No, past 20.
Past 20.
We had 23.
And you still look the same. So you got 23. that black don't crack
thing too.
Same. But here's the thing that I want to know about your career. Where did you start originally?
I started in Miami.
Right. That's what I thought.
Right after the Kings. When I saw the Kings of Comedy live, that night.
You was like, I got to do this.
It's a crazy story, because me and my friend, I never knew you could do comedy for a living. I never knew comedy was like live. I only seen you guys on Def Jam.
Right.
So when the Kings came, it was just like, we went down there to check it out, got some tickets, went in. This was the first run. It was Bernie, Sid, Guy Torrey, and Steve.
Okay.
You know, crazy show, crazy energy. Imagine that being that's your first comedy show.
You set the bar for yourself.
First comedy show I ever saw in my
That's like
life.
going to see the Dream Team or the All Stars, and you got to want to play ball.
Yeah, man. And then that night, one of my best friend, he was like, "Man, you could do this." I was like, "Man, you crazy?" He said, "Man, you funny. You could do this." And we both wasn't really doing nothing with our lives. And he was like, well, I was thinking about joining the military, bro. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, we ain't doing nothing. He was like, I'm going to do it. I said, well, if you join the military, I'm going to try comedy.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he retires in 12 months, 23 years.
Wow. That's dope. That's give him a shout out, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Terrell White. He knows the story. Yeah,
Terrell White, man. That's an awesome story.
Had we didn't go to that show, I don't know what my life would be now.
But this is the thing. This is what's beautiful about choices. So your boy said, hey, I want to do something. I'm going to do. He did a career in the military, and you chose to do a career in comedy, which is your calling naturally. You're naturally funny, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know though.
You didn't know. I didn't know when I started either.
My friends knew. I was just being me.
Yeah.
And then later on at the high school, when you bump into your friends again, they would be like, man, you was always funny. Right. I kept hearing it. And then we went to the show. He was like, you funnier than him. I'm just like, well, I didn't know I was funny like that. I thought I was funny like, y'all just saying it. I didn't know nobody looked like you can do this. So I had can't be like one of those dudes that be like, I always knew I was going to be a comedian. I want to be a firefighter.
Yeah, right. You was about to put out some fires.
That was my dream job.
Right, you wanted to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
So I often ask comedians this question, like, how did you decide or what your voice would be, or how did you get your style?
So it's crazy for me because, a lot of, like, you from the East Coast.
Yes.
There's a lot of rooms, right? And there's comedy clubs. So when I started in a comedy club. There's not a lot of rooms in Miami. It was the Improv, so you do comedy clubs. So I came up in comedy clubs.
So you missed the Marvin Dixon rooms?
Marvin had a night at the Improv by the time I started. I never did studio.
You ain't do studio?
You did studio.
Yes,
I was a kid.
Trenches in Miami.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
But we did 10:30 show on Tuesday, which was hell.
Okay, all
you know?
right.
But so I'm like,
Shout out to Marvin Dixon.
I'm like 2 years in, and I happened to get on a show with D.L. Hughley, a homecoming show for a college. They booked him, and then they let a local promoter book the MC. So I was the MC, and DL saw me. He was like, "Yo, you a funny young cat."
Yeah.
When I hit the road, I'm hell yeah. So I'm young, I'm green, but I'm performing in front of DL audiences. It'd be like performing in front of your audiences, which you guys are kind of like
really good audiences.
Y'all have grown-ups
that got
professionals.
money, professionals.
So now I gotta adjust to that.
Yeah.
So
Because you used to doing the hood, the ghetto,
I was a
real
young kid.
thug rooms.
I'm 22, so
In Miami too?
I'm talking about nothing.
Yeah.
But then I get in front of this teachers, principals, bankers, just working class people, I gotta adjust. So I kind of learn by watching that dude
evolve.
Then I did a couple of dates with you. I learned by watching a lot of
veterans.
Vets. Yeah. So then I got on with Sid, same thing. Then as I kept going, then I got older and wiser. I started finding my own voice, and I'm still finding my voice.
Yeah, I like your evolution, and what I saw you talking about 15 years ago, you're not even talking about no more.
It's not even funny to me. No more.
Right. And TC Cope, I always give him his flowers for this quote. He said, "Your life write the script, you don't."
Yeah.
And so, as a comedian, as you experience life, things happen, and there goes the material.
Exactly. Like you ever see an older comedian or somebody in their 40s or 50s, and you listen to their set, you be like, that don't even sound like you. That you shouldn't be doing those jokes.
Right.
You're a grown ass man. Nothing happened in your life.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I always be like, that don't really match. So, I enjoy comedians when I'm looking at them like, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm a comedian's comedian. Like some nights here, for those who are listening and people who are watching, here in LA, we have Chocolate Sundays.
Yeah.
You can pop in at the Comedy Store or Laugh Factory, things of that nature, and you can work on a set. And I remember, this was maybe 2 years ago. I on a Sunday night, I was in LA. I just happened to be home that weekend, and I said, let me go to Chocolate Sundays, and I seen you do like 15, and you was smoking. I was like,
pulled up.
I was like, Malik is ferocious. I'm like, God damn.
The good thing about being Bill Bellamy in LA, you have to be booked. He could just show up and just get a spot, and they be like, "Oh, we're gonna let Bill go up real quick."
Yeah, I earned it. Though,
but you earned that. Yeah, man.
It's a blessing to be able to go in the club and not be booked,
and do 30.
Because I always wanted to be like that kind of comedian. I remember saying like, "Dang man, I want to be famous enough that like if I walk in the room, they gonna want me to do it.
They gonna want you to go.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's like you see Kobe come in the gym, you be like, you gonna play, or you see Mike, you know what I'm saying? You see LeBron come in the gym, you like, yo, Mike, you. Like, yo,
come
on, man, do something, man. A reverse.
Let's play horse. I don't care.
Do something. You know what I mean? But here's the thing that I've noticed too. Every comedian's career is completely different, right?
Everybody, man.
Everybody's ride is different. Recently, I had Dion Cole on, right? Yeah. Another good friend of mine who I love a lot in the game, and he's catching a wave right now, in his career. But he wasn't doing so well in the beginning. He said it to me on the podcast that he was doing the stand-up thing, but it wasn't catching.
It was. Yeah.
So he said, "Man, damn, I got to switch lanes for a minute." So he started writing, and that became very successful for him.
Right.
I feel like it's a very similar journey because you started out as a stand-up as well and was getting jobs, but you kind of missed that whole Def Jam first volume 2 wave. Yeah. And then you came along on the second or third wave. And so now, what made you say, I'm going to start writing TV?
Well, I had another situation where I had no aspirations to be a writer. When I was on the road with Cedric, he had got a TV show.
Correct.
And then he was just like, yo, man, you're a funny dude. I want you to come be in the writer's room. And I was like, at that time living in Miami, I was like, writer's room? Don't they work Monday through Friday? I'm a comedian. I don't want no job.
Yeah, I don't want no job. You gonna put me at the bank.
But then he was like, he told me what it pay. I was like, well, I could try,
I could try.
I mean, I tried out, and then I ended up doing it. But I think what happened was I got 2 kids, and then the money, you know, gave me that security,
absolutely,
to be able to provide for my kids. I think if it was just me, I probably would have tried it and been like, I'm gonna just thug this thing out on the road.
Correct.
But I got 2 kids, and it gave them a quality of life that I could provide for them.
Absolutely.
And then I still try to manage to do my comedy. I try to never let people forget that I'm a comedian first.
It's hard though, because another one of my good friends that's a Chris Spencer.
Me and him had the same conversation. He was like,
it's hard.
Never let them forget you're a comedian.
Absolutely. Like Owen Smith, another one of my friends that is hilarious, right? Yeah. But here's the thing.
Ian Edwards,
like these guys are stand-up comedians. Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow is a stand-up comedian, people, but he decided to start writing and creating shows and movies and writing. So his sense of humor, his sense of humor and his pen translates in the writing room.
Yeah. I mean, my goal is to be able to keep doing it all to where I can create my own things.
Absolutely.
If y'all won't book me, then I'll book myself.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't see me as the lead. I do. This is my project.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. So, because I had Owen going out on the road with me for quite some time, and the one thing that I noticed from his conversations, and you know, we out at lunch and stuff, is that the writing room will steal your stand up. Like
if you let them.
Well, the thing about it is it puts you in a different pattern.
Right.
And you either writing jokes for someone else, or you're writing jokes for a show that they are doing whatever way, or you're punching up.
Right.
So now where do you get the opportunity? You're making good money at the studio.
Right.
You own the lot.
Yeah, you on the line.
That's
you got a badge.
You got a badge.
Got an office.
So now, are you going to hustle, leave the studio, run and get on the road and get your chops up? How do you make the time?
That's exactly what I've been doing.
Right.
I still do. Like, I would leave the studio, go do a spot at the Laugh Factory, go do a spot at a bar. You know, sometimes I leave and come back. I just go do a quick spot and come back to work. That's exactly what, like, I hit you up like, Bill, yo, you know, let me MC this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I take a Friday off and then come
and
back.
Go get it.
I've been managing it, man, because stand-up is the first love.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to let that go.
And the thing about it is, I have a lot of comics who are my friends that had stopped doing stand-up for a while.
Yeah, I can't see it.
And I could never stop being a comedian. Like, I won't know what I would do with myself. I write jokes in my sleep. Like, I'm always thinking of funny stuff, read every day, trying to find new bits. And one of my favorite comedians that just stopped doing comedy was Daryl Heath.
Daryl Heath. Oh, wow.
Daryl Heath was probably, in my mind, one of the funniest people I had ever seen when I came to LA. And I just didn't understand it.
How do you think, well, I guess you got to have the love. If the love is not there.
But like, things happen in life too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I never knew what the story was why Daryl Heath stopped doing stand-up, but I felt like he was going to blow up. Right. Like, I was like, yo, he's so funny. He about to probably get a TV show or this something else. He was right there too, right? And then I didn't see him for a long time. Right. It's like I would see you in gaps. You know, I'd be like, I see Malik, and then I don't see you, and then you pop up, you know, and I'd be like, yo, Malik, yo, and you'd be like, yeah, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
But the thing about different people's careers, and I can tell you from my experience, you know, everyone, if you stay in it long enough and you stay true to who you are, they'll come to you.
You're going to get a shot.
You'll get a shot.
That's what I believe. If you stay consistent and you stay, you know, working hard, you're going to get a shot. Now, I don't know what that shot might turn into, but you'll get a shot.
But whatever that shot is, you better shoot it.
Yeah, you're going to get a shot. It might be a 3, it might be a tech, it might be a 2-pointer, but you're going to get a shot. Yeah. I just feel like you're going to get it. And you get multiple shots. I mean, we both had multiple shots.
Absolutely, but you know, I have always tried to be consistent, and I've been very, very meticulous about the things that I want to do in my career. Like, I want to do roles that stand out if I'm doing like a movie or if I'm on a TV show. I want to do something that I know I could kill. Like, I remember when Ced, you know, was saying, you got to come on The Neighborhood. You got to come kick it with me. Right. I'm like, Ced, you know I'll come do the show. It just got to be something that I know I could kill. Right. And so when he sent me, you know, the information, I was like, oh, on that role, oh, that's a layup. Like, yeah. I'm You know, that's a layup for me. I'm about to kill that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then also too, speaking of shots, like there's people like Kevin Hart. You know, I use his career as an example of never giving up on yourself.
Right.
You know, I remember Kev out there, you know, being in the clubs and not doing that good at first and struggling, getting his voice, finding his footing. You know, Kev is like, he was tenacious with that shit. Like I just was seeing Kev, like I'm like, Kev is like, man, I don't know if they like me, man. Like, what's going on? Like, I've been doing the white rooms, then I come to the black rooms and people, and I was like, Kev, just keep coming, just keep. Sure enough, boom, he kept coming. Got better. Bow. Now he's Kevin Hart, right?
Kevin Hart.
Like I remember when people didn't know who Cat Williams was.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? I remember I'd known Cat Williams my whole damn career.
Right.
And
I didn't know who he was till he blew up.
See, I knew him before he blew up.
Right.
I remember when Cat Williams was doing guest stars, and like, you know, you didn't know who he was. You didn't know he was going eventually. You didn't know he was a comedian.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Thought he was an actor.
You say, hey, he's this funny little kid. He do characters.
Right.
Boom, bam. Mike Epps came up with me. Mike Epps, me and Mike at the Peppermint. Mike's like, man, shit. You know, Mike never knew what jokes he was gonna do. Right. He was like, I'm on, okay, you know, I'll do something. You know, Mike was always to me, he was the first person I knew that was like, if ADD was a person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Mike could just be like talking and then talk about me, this crackhead. You ever seen a crackhead eating popcorn? Like
kill.
Bro, I seen Mike kill with the simplest things because he's just naturally gifted like that, right?
He's a funny guy.
But his career, boom, this way, Cat this way, Bill Bellamy that way. You know, now Deion Cole's coming, boom. Like, I feel like there's a lot of guys like yourself who are right there, like you're right there, like at your tipping point. And I don't know if there's a really interesting book that I read called The Tipping Point, and this book is literally about being consistent so much that you force your success in your life. And it becomes a tipping point where it all goes click.
It just have to happen.
Yeah, it has to. Because
you don't trick the universe.
You just trick the universe.
Yeah, the universe like, oh, my bad.
And so I want you to not be discouraged, you know, when it comes to this comedy game, because, you know, people will be like, yeah, man, you know, this one's blowing up now. This one got, you know, a TV show, or this one's, you know, got 18 million followers. Does that bother you when you see like, I've been out here 29 years and the dude got 18 million followers because he a dancer?
I'll be honest with you.
You're a good dancer.
If you're a human being, of course that it messes with you a little bit. But I stay grounded, and I'm blessed to not stay in that space for long. Okay. Like, I might be like 2 hours of the day be like, damn, man, I don't think this gonna happen. Yeah. And then I'm like, Bill, like, come do my podcast. I'm like, I'm back.
There you go.
I'm back. You know what I mean? So, but I never try to stay in that place like it's never gonna happen. I always believe it's gonna happen, but I'm a human. So you have down moments, you know what I mean?
Did you ever think about you would quit?
No, I never thought I would quit.
Right.
Because I don't know what else would I do. But the funny thing is, I deal with this weird thing where sometimes I feel guilty for wanting more, because sometimes you look at like, man, what I do for a living, you know, it ain't really nothing, and I make a lot of money. Right. And then so why am I feeling down about wanting more when it's somebody working at a warehouse, working really hard, doing important work, and they not gonna even touch nowhere near
where you at?
So then I feel guilty about that.
Well, what it is your ambition. Yeah. Your ambition has no ceiling, so you shouldn't feel guilty for that. Right. You know, I do the same thing. What I do is I'm thankful. I just think about all the great things that I've created already. Right. Yeah. Because sometimes you forget. Yeah. Like, you know, sometimes I'll be like, yo, man, I forgot I did that. I forgot I did.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. You may forget, but like it's few people from the Def Jam that it's just like you can't get, like, you one of the people you can't get out of your head from the car joke. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you remember the car joke? That was one of my favorite jokes.
I'm probably 13, 12 or something.
And you still remember it.
And I remember staying up late night sneaking, because Def Jam came on like at 12.
At midnight, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I wasn't even supposed to be up.
This is VHS days, people.
Yeah.
VHS days.
I'm not even supposed to be up.
You supposed to be in the bed,
Yeah, and I'm watching you do the car joke, and I still remember that joke, dude. Like, it's certain people from Def Jam, you, Chris Tucker, those, and it's other people, but just off the top, if you be like, name me two from, you be like, Bill, Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
And Steve.
And,
Steve
yeah,
Harvey
with the eye.
With the eye.
And
those
and I
three.
remember when Eddie Griffin did that spin, like he did 9 spins, like
in a row.
Like he did a Michael Jackson spin, and his hat was he had that big, like big man. Eddie Griffin killed Def Jam.
And
but
all you guys, and I will say this, like some people, you hit that Kevin level.
Yeah.
And we all thrive for that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, like to watch you, DL, Cedric, to have a 30-something plus career just steady. That's amazing too, dude.
Yeah, well, it's really hard.
That's
bro.
not easy to do too,
bro.
because you could do this and then
be gone.
But to do this for 30-something years, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. So
you guys are,
so we on some LeBron. We do 30,
dude,
15, and 12.
Y'all still y'all not coming off the bench.
We're not coming off the
Y'all
bench.
not coming off the bench, dude.
Man. That's thank you. That's really
hard to, like, I watch y'all career and I'm just like, you know what? If I never hit that Kevin, but if I can have that, I'm good.
Yeah, and then you know what?
Everybody can't hit that Kevin.
Everybody may not peak to that level.
Yeah.
It might be, some people might score 60 in a game.
Yeah.
And then somebody might just score 26 a game but hit their whole career.
Or you might score 60 in a game, be out the league in 2 years.
Because you broke your leg.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
So that's why you got to be careful who you envy, or careful not to forget who you are.
Right.
Because, like, I had a conversation with Earthquake. Shout out to my boy Earthquake. And we were talking about the Instagram, the social media thing. And he was like, man, it's crazy how now, how many followers you have is included inside your portfolio.
Everything.
For everything.
It's crazy.
Earthquake had the dopest thing. He said, it's not how many followers you have, it's who you can follow. I said, oh,
wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's Quake.
Yo, that's Quake. I said, yo, Quake killed that, because it's true. It's like you might have 30 million followers on Instagram, but can you follow a vet on a show?
Yeah,
that's tight.
That's different.
Because them 30 million people ain't in here right now.
That's different.
Yeah, we can't.
And they'll never be.
Yeah,
it's easy to do this.
Push
you know
the
what I'm
button.
saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, just working in TV, and I'm watching it kind of slowly go away. They would always just try to get these influencers to come on a TV show, right?
Okay.
To guest star, and then the ratings be the same or drop. It don't do nothing.
It don't do
because
nothing.
it's like, I'm gonna watch you on this damn phone. That's it.
That's it.
I'm not gonna
I'm not gonna go everywhere you go.
No, and I'm not gonna, half the time I'm not gonna drive where you at, pay for parking, put on clothes, buy 2 drinks. It's easier for me to just
because a lot of times when you think about it, what's crazy about the phone, everyone has a phone. Kids have phones.
Easy to tap the follow button.
Yeah, you could be like, oh, tap in, tap out. Doesn't necessarily translate to
a true fan.
A purchase of a ticket.
Exactly.
Right.
Which is different.
Which is
like,
a whole
you
different.
got somebody like you who may have less followers on social media than another guy, but you sold out 5.
Bam. But see, the thing with me in my career, which I'm very, very blessed, is I was able to get entrenched in the culture early.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So people from the 90s on, when I jumped in the scene, I got engulfed in the culture. So now when internet hit, now I kind of just like blew within so I got the real culture thing, and then the new wave of the social media and the Facebook, because then I got certain fans that just do Facebook.
Right.
Now I got new fans that's on Instagram, and then I just learned there's other people on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta
it's a bunch of stuff to manage. Now, if you could do everything that you want to do, that you've dreamed, and your career would be like, all right, I did it the way I want. Check off the boxes for me. Hit series,
sell out arenas.
Okay, you on your K Hart, you on your Eddie Murphy.
Because to me, once I sell out arenas, everything else just falls into place.
Yeah,
they not gonna not give you a TV show if you sell out arenas.
No, they not.
So what I'm saying, if you do that, Whatever else you want to do is like, sure.
The beauty of selling out arenas is that it is a confirmation of where you are with your fans.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Hart is an example of that. Like all that hard work, that hard work. They are showing you that they love you, and they support you.
Sometimes I do sell out 2 shows in the same city in an arena.
Yeah,
I mean, he be doing better than the basketball
Vegas.
team.
I was just in Vegas, and he did the show, and it was to the wow, wow, wow. Usher was performing too, to the wow, wow, wow. Impact to the wow. You know what I'm saying? And then Dave would do a show with him or next to him, and that'll be because we all got our fan base that's locked in, which is beautiful. Yeah. And that's why I love comedy, man. Like comedy is a gift that just keeps giving.
It saved my life. It keeps, when I am truly down, comedy is just like, all right, get your ass up.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up. You got responsibilities.
Do you feel like, I don't know if you ever take it to this deep, do you feel like your gift is really, really special and God gave it to you to give to people?
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, what would you do with all this? You know what I mean? I think it's so crazy. Everything's changing, and some of it is for the good. Some of it is weird to me. Like comedians out of nowhere, we've been put on this pedestal where our words hold more weight than politicians and preachers.
Yes,
whatever we say now, all of a sudden is dissected and broken down and this and that. Right. And I'm like, but a politician could say whatever. Margie Taylor Greene could say whatever the hell. Nobody cares. Trump could say whatever. You say something. Oh, Bill Bellamy said
he a trip.
I'm like, when we got all this responsibility.
Well, see, the thing about it, I think, is because of social media. Because now, you know, you could do a joke and they could travel. You know, it could be, you know,
but the politician could say something that's not a joke and offensive, and it's like, well, whatever.
Bro, we're here when you come to, for all the fans that's listening and watching, when you come to a comedy show, you are supposed to be there to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be there like, oh my God, I can't believe he talked about turtles. You know, oh my God, I have 3 turtles. Oh my God. You know, like it's so
I'm with the turtles of America and we don't like that joke.
I did a joke one time, man, that I did a joke about how they had a fake signing. What did they call it? Like
signing people,
right? Yeah. But they had a fake one at the Olympics. I did a
joke.
He was just making up his own signs, right? So I used to do that joke, and it would kill, right? It would kill
until one day
a real deaf person was at my show, and I'm like, you ain't even hear it. Why are you tripping? You ain't even hear
somebody
it.
Somebody
told you what I said. Now you all up in my face with the real hands, right? I was like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, you know I'm joking, right? I'm actually doing the joke in support of people who are really deaf and saying that this guy is
a fraud.
He's a fraud.
Right.
It's actually man, they was hot. I got a long, a letter on Facebook, how insensitive and this, that, and the other. And I was like, come on, bro. But honestly, one person out of 1 million got mad. Yeah. So I figured like,
I had the same thing. I just got a long DM from this lady. I did a joke about, and this one is touchy, but I'm like, I'm not going to apologize for it because it's just how I feel. I did a joke about how black people can't commit suicide. I was like, not now. Like you top billing on Hollywood Boulevard, you gonna kill your damn self. I'm like, what you gonna do if you meet our ancestors? What you gonna tell Harriet Tubman?
Like, you killed yourself for what?
You had a podcast.
And you was free.
Yeah, you was free, nigga. Look at my back. She sent me this long thing. My brother committed suicide.
Oh, Lord.
You bought all that pain back, da-da-da-da. And I was just like,
man,
Shawty, I'm sorry.
You know what? This is funny to me. I laughed immediately.
That's not
but,
on
but,
me.
But the thing is, that's why I'm fighting for the freedom of speech. I'm passionate about what we do because all of us don't write like, oh my God,
jokes.
Some of us write from real perspectives, right? And you should be able to, as a comedian, We're not here to be politicians. We're not here to try to make people change their lives. What we're doing is like we're taking a snapshot of culture. We're taking a snapshot of something like that. Like, you know, you took suicide and flipped it in a different way.
What she didn't realize is comedians don't speak sometimes just directly. Actually, what I'm saying is don't do it. That's what I'm saying.
But they don't take the time to do that.
They don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't encouraging people to do it. It's actually the opposite. I'm like, don't kill yourself.
Right.
Times will get better.
Because it's not that bad.
Things will change, dog. Whatever you're going through, it won't last
It's
always.
a moment.
Yeah.
And moments change.
Don't make a permanent decision for a temporary problem. That's what I was saying. But she just
I like that. Don't make a permanent decision on a temporary
But
problem.
she ran long-ass DM. I was like, girl, unread.
I always feel like sensitive people on Facebook and funny and crazy people on Instagram. That's like the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Because everybody on Facebook got something to say and they be mad.
I mean, mad, like for people you
How
haven't even met.
dare you?
You don't even know them.
Talk about cows. I had a cow. You be like, bitch, is you serious?
But the crazy thing is, like, they would say that to you, but then ride by McDonald's. Why you ain't go protest them? Like the thing what happened with Kyrie Irving. Everybody mad at Kyrie Irving, but the thing is literally on Amazon.
That pissed me off.
But they not protesting Amazon.
But this is bro. That's the thing about the Kyrie Irving thing that pissed me off. They tearing Kyrie Irving out
But
the
Bezos
frame.
making
but
money
Jeff
off of it.
Bezos put it up there.
He's literally making money from it. All Kyrie did was like, hey, y'all
Amazon said, yo, we buying this and put it up.
and put it up.
And Jeff Bezos ain't have to do nothing.
To me, the whole argument, if I was Kyrie, I'd have been like, see where the link go. The link that I posted, tap it, see where it go. Take your
Call
argument over there.
Jeffrey.
You know what I'm saying?
But people didn't want to get the Amazon Prime shut off, so they didn't say nothing.
You know, the outrage is just like, you know, okay, well, now we don't.
I don't know if you heard recently, you know, because, you know, comedians, we always stay in the, you know, on the topical surge. Did you know Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larsa Pippen? You know who she is?
I heard something about
Did you hear recently?
She's dating somebody young?
She's dating Michael Jordan's son.
Oh.
Now, just look, let's just dissect this as comedians, right? Your teammate's son is dating your ex-wife.
Right.
You cool with it?
It depends how many years it's been. I feel like
Are you over your ex all the way?
I think it's a pride thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he even really truly care. It's just the pride thing. Like
Michael Jordan pride?
no, Scottie Pippen pride. Like you won't date this. You know, I don't think Jordan care. Like
Yeah, that's his son.
yeah, he don't care. I think for Scottie Pippen, it's kind of like
It's a little tight.
it's a little tight.
Because he's going over there with Jordans on.
Yeah. And I think
It's
their
gotta be the
relationship
shoes.
already not
It's
even
gotta
that
be the
good anyway,
shoes.
right?
Huh?
Their relationship not even that
Yeah,
good.
I
So
saw The Last Dance. I think it's a little rocky right now. But I heard a thing the other day that tripped me out. I want to share this with you because you're funny. Did you hear that Larsa Pippen said that Scottie had to hit it 4 times a night?
Oh, see,
Did
I don't know if Michael Jordan's son listening. If I'm him, I'm out. I ain't got 4 times a night dick. I ain't got that kind of dick. I ain't got that kind. I ain't got 4 times a night.
Yo,
dick?
she said Scottie was that dude. He was drilling. 4
times?
He had to have it. He had to have it for breakfast. He had it for
Yeah.
lunch and maybe a little brunch and then dinner.
I can't do it.
I don't know.
That's too much.
You do-
And go to practice?
yeah, and get buckets.
Nah.
You ain't got
well,
it
maybe
like
that's
that?
what it was though. Maybe that's what really got him nice. I don't know.
So
But if
you
I
don't think you could do? Can you do 4 times? Can you do 4 times in a week?
Yeah, I could do 4 times in a week. And
what
even-
about in a day?
No, I'm not doing 4
You
times
can't do
in a
4
day.
times in a day.
All right,
What's wrong with you, Malik?
If I ever did 4 times in a day,
You'd be dead.
2 of them gonna be. 2 of them, I'm gonna fake like I came. I'm gonna fake. Cause I can't
Malik,
bust 4 real ones.
You look like you in shape.
I can't bust
Malik,
4 real
4
ones.
in the day.
Mentally, I just don't care no more after 2.
Oh,
Like,
so you
God,
just
girl, go on
you
now.
dialing it in
Go
now.
on now. Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't even
yeah.
into it no more.
Yeah, it's all from the back because I'm watching TV.
What is wrong with you, bro?
4 times in a day, bro.
I mean, but back in the day, the rumor was that Wilt Chamberlain knocked off like I don't know, 15,000 women, crazy.
I think I have done 4 times in a day, but that's just one of those days that
You was
all day in the house, ain't left the house type situation. But
during COVID, you ain't tried that. Nobody had nothing to do.
But 4 times in a day on purpose?
No,
I just don't.
I think you lazy, Malik.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do 4 times in a day. That sounds like a whole week. That's a week, bruh.
Oh my
4
God!
times?
I think she's exaggerating.
I don't even think most women want 4 times in a day.
I don't know. I wish we had our whole team here.
I don't think most
because we could ask the girls.
We got
a lot of girls
dog.
Because that's a lot.
That's a lot of friction.
That's a lot of beating.
That's a lot of in and out, dog.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
tough.
saying? That's a lot of.
You know, she might have that wop though.
That make it worse. It'd be 4 quick ones.
She might have that wop, man. They got it out here. They got a new breed out here. That wop has got them going 4, 5, 8, 6, 7 times a day.
Maybe that's why she dating a young dude.
Pow, there you go. There you
date
go.
me. It ain't happening, baby.
Man, Malik, you know, you might not want to say that, man. There might be some potential people out here that like,
man. Look, I'm at an age where I'm just gonna be me. I don't have 4 times a day dick. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole week. That's a week worth of dick.
Yeah.
In one day?
So 4 times 5. God damn.
Yeah.
20 times in a week?
I'm not doing it.
And you got a job?
And I gotta go to work. I gotta sleep. I gotta be a dad.
You got a real life, man.
I got other stuff going on. I can't just
you not a porn star.
Drop dick off all day. But what's she doing though? What is she doing?
Where she
ain't got shit to do. Yeah, like you ain't got nothing to fold, no laundry. You ain't gotta do your hair or nothing. Like God, you ain't gonna call your mama, nothing. God damn. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't gotta catch up on Housewives or nothing.
Nothing.
Like, come on, man.
See,
that means she ain't got nothing to do. I can't date a woman that ain't got nothing to do.
She gotta have somewhere to go.
Because when they ain't got nothing to do, you know what that means. They all up on you and where you going and what you doing. Nah.
So when you meet somebody, you get them a job immediately.
Well, you
make sure you
gotta have a job.
You gotta come visit them somewhere.
I'm kind of different in my life now, and I move like women move. You know how women don't date broke dudes?
Right.
Me neither. I don't date broke women. Like if you live by Popeyes or Churches, I can't date you. That's not a good area.
Yeah. And you already know you live by Popeye Churches.
If you can walk to Popeyes, I'm not gonna date you, dog.
You can't.
Because you live, it's probably loose dogs around there. And, you know, I come outside, 6 dudes on my car.
Your window definitely bust out. The back window busted out.
I'm not dating no, you know. I ain't say a woman got to be rich, but
she can't live by Popeyes because every time you pick it up, she smell like a 3-piece.
You go to her house, you only got 2 pillows on the bed. That's a weak ass bed.
That's a weak ass bed.
Come on, man. You know women be having 8, 9 pillows on the bed. 2 pillows? That's a dorm room bed. That's a dorm room bed. I'm not sleeping in that. Come on, man.
Hey, Malik.
I'm not doing it. Yeah.
So Malik, you obviously single.
Yeah, I mean, no, I know
you got a little something.
I'm out here,
but I'm saying you outside.
I'm outside.
So do you now at this age in your life? Do you want to date a little older or right below older?
Only older, only my age, and I mean, you know what? Some women are mature. None under. I wouldn't date under 35 though. I wouldn't date under 37.
You just pick an odd number.
Yeah, 37. Because that's a solid number.
You should know where you are at 37.
Because at 37, even if there are kids, the kids probably at least 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? So it's about to be over.
Yeah, and y'all can go out and stuff.
We could just pick up and go. We ain't got to worry about babysitter. Because my daughter's 14. My son's 24. So I'm almost done.
You almost done.
So I ain't trying to meet nobody with a 4-year-old.
No.
I'm not finna start that far over, and it ain't mine. I don't want to go to a parent-teacher conference and I'm not the parent.
So you're not really cool with being the other baby dad.
No, I am, but at older where we can, you know what I'm saying?
We can talk.
We could talk. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to
I
re-raise.
really love your mama, so you gonna stop cutting up?
Yeah, I don't want to re-raise. I don't want to re-raise. Like I just want to be like, come along, be like, oh, you my dude. You know what I'm saying? You my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? You a solid ass stepdaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be honest with yourself.
I got a question for you because I've hit all the cities in this country and I've had a great. What's your top 5 cities for comedy?
Oh man, you know what's crazy? Indianapolis and Houston.
Well,
Dude,
nothing
they
to talk
go
about.
crazy.
I can't believe you ain't say Chicago.
Crazy. Chicago too. Chicago, but I'll just to not
Off
do
the
the
top.
not do the ones you would think. Indianapolis, dude.
They go hard.
They go hard. Houston is a big comedy town. It could be 3 comedy shows in Houston.
And they
all
all sold
3
out.
pack.
They
Yeah,
all sold out.
They
Yeah.
love comedy down there. Chicago show love. You know,
The entire career.
Chicago always nice.
I ain't never had a bad time in Chicago. Chicago always show love. I haven't been to New Orleans in a while, and I love New Orleans.
Orleans show love.
Yeah.
The whole down south, you gonna be nice.
Yeah.
If you funny, you go down south.
Oh,
you gonna
eat.
like you gonna be good. You always kill. So.
But there's certain places like you ever did a show and you said I'm never gonna go there again in a city that you said this is it.
You know what? Here's the thing. My career and your career is different right now because usually if I'm doing a show, like a big show, I'm probably with DL or Sid, Russell Peters or somebody like you. It's not my show.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to say like I ain't going back.
Yeah, you going back.
Yeah, because well, also I'm always like the extra chicken tender. You ordered 6, but they gave you 7. So I'm always like, oh, like dude was funny. We didn't even know he was on the show.
Yeah, man.
So it's always like that. And then I tell comedians all the time, like when they work with big names and they kill, I be like, well, dude, you gotta remember, like you was a surprise. Ain't no pressure on you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
So
but you gotta kill though.
You gotta kill, but it still is no pressure.
Hey man, I remember when I was the chicken tender. I opened up for Ray Romano.
Right. Kill.
And I never forget. I was at Rascals in West Orange, New Jersey, and they liked me up there. They used to let me host on some of the weekends and stuff. And they was like, yo, this cat named Ray Romano, he had HBO, he's at CBS.
yeah.
He already had credits.
Yeah, he was.
My only credit was that you seen him at the car wash. You know what I'm saying? Something weird, you local guy.
Right.
And I remember saying, man, I'm going to have credits like him one day or whatever, you know. And Ray was always dope and cool and shit. And I was just like, damn, man, he got all them credits. God, he been on TV. He been in the movie and what have you. So what I did was, my goal was to make his audience become my audience. Yeah.
That's what I try to do every time I'm with those guys. I do my thing. I kill and try to get them to be like, okay, all right, cool. Because when you go out there first, like, who is this?
Yeah, they always think the first guy going to be doo-doo.
Supposed to be,
but see, all the veterans bring good guys. Like, if you smart, you bring
If you a beast.
If you a beast, you good.
Yeah.
Like, DL is a legend. Like DL, I don't care if an elephant was out there. DL gonna kill. It don't matter.
He don't be intimidated at all. Dude, even when, like, that crazy stuff that happened with Monique, he still went up that night.
Yeah.
I was like, that boy's a legend.
Listen to me.
I'd have left. I'm not going
Hughley is the equivalent. What's happening? DL Hughley is such a legend to me as like with the stature of what a real comedian is, right? He would be like the Red Fox.
He's a pure comedian.
Pure, like you look up comedian DL got all the boxes checked off, right?
Yep.
I've seen DL get in a full throttle argument and still get a standing ovation.
Yep.
Like he had 2 switches.
Yeah.
So because I don't want to say the comedian name because me and D, we laugh about this. DL cursed this comedian out from Compton to all the way to Louisiana, like, because he did like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and over. He was only supposed to do 20.
Wow. Did almost an hour.
Everybody want to know who it is too. I know they want to know. I know who it is.
I think I know who it is.
And you already know who it is.
We ain't gonna
so
say.
This comedian went way over his time. So I went first. I only had to do 25 minutes. Right. He was only supposed to do 25 minutes, and DL's closing. This was one of them shows. Boom, 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 bam. Right. DL's the closer, the headliner, right? DL said, "Oh man, what time is it? How long you been out there?" And you know he be drinking his little wine.
Yeah,
he threw that wine down.
He been out there.
He was, and I could be in the hotel now because by this time he should be on.
Right,
and he be on his last 20. When I tell you DL Hughley cussed this man out to the point, if DL would have had a gun, he would have killed him. He was really, and he was right because it was disrespectful. But anyway, long story short, he went all the way to 15, and then he went, "All right, bring me up." Like all of that just stopped. He went into comedian mode, bam, 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 standing ovation, and walked out of there.
It did his thing. Dude, I've seen that dude do some incredible things.
That's what I'm saying. Like that is the beauty of the guys that, you know, came up with me. And you
y'all got a strong class.
We got a strong class.
We
the best.
Got a strong class.
We the best.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
I'm gonna give it to y'all.
I always tell comedians, I can say this with pride, there'll never be another graduating class like us. It's too many superheroes that came out of the Def Jam 90s.
Yeah, it was a good draft.
I mean, if I could give you 10 off the top, just off the top of my head that you just can't fade.
Well, here's this crazy thing. Y'all still working.
Yeah.
So that alone
says what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a good draft.
Right. But I want there to be something for the new era, like the new class of comedians. Right. You know, I feel like the social media is sort of like their Def Jam, the new Katz, you know, where they're able to, you know, be creative. They are able to put up stuff right away. They are able to edit what they want and do skits and stuff and do some stand-up stuff as well. So I think that's their Def Jam, but it would be dope to have something right now, like if you were on that.
Right.
You up next.
Yeah.
We need that. We don't even have I remember when Comic View was putting cats on.
They don't do stand-up shows no more.
Why not?
I think because of the social media, they figure who gonna watch them? People just watch it online, I guess.
Nah, you need to see comedy.
Yeah. There's some good comedy out here right now. Though.
Absolutely.
It's some like, you know, you got myself, you got Ali Sadiq. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my people right there.
We got some beasts out here, man.
I feel like I raised Ali. That's my bro. Ali!
Yeah.
That's Lee!
Yeah. We still out here.
Delay, you know, Delay.
Sean Larkins. Naeem Lynn.
Naeem.
My boy. We got some killers.
We
got some people out here, man.
My boy A-Train.
I'm gonna tell you a funny Jess Niche. Funny as hell, man. So
wow,
we got some.
You know Rita Brent.
Yeah. Rita Brent. Yeah, Rita's dope.
Yeah,
Rita's dope. Ashima Franklin's dope. We got Carlos Miller.
You
know what I mean? We got
DC
some people.
DC
Young Fly. You know what I mean?
Hey, I like Desi Banks too.
Desi Banks. You know.
I like these guys that, you know, I know take it serious. And you gotta throw T.I. in there now, because T.I. done changed. He changed up. T.I. out there swinging.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Grand Hustle don't put his hat right.
Yeah. You know what I love about Tip is like he's so honest, man.
Yeah.
I say, man, you really you like comedy over rap? He was like, man, you dig, I don't have the mental capacity to do hip hop like I used to.
Yeah.
I'm in a different place.
You know what's crazy?
I'm like, that's kind of dope.
3000 said it. Andre 3000. He say hip hop is a youth thing, and you just, as you get older, you in your 40s, it's not there, I guess. I mean, I never rap.
Well, if you never got successful, you could still talk that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But once you get rich, you Andre 3 Stacks. Andre 3 Stacks to make so much money, he don't even know he 3 Stacks.
Right. He don't even look at himself as the greatest rapper.
Like he doesn't even realize, I bet, he doesn't even realize how people look at him.
Right.
Because I think he's top 10.
I think he top 2. Just me. This is me. I'm biased. I think Andre 3000 is the greatest.
Andre 3000 is legendary because of style, the type of stuff that content.
He never killed nobody.
Listen, never had no drama.
Never.
But the thing that I love about Andre 3000, if you really love hip hop and you know lyricists and MCs, he embodies that, but with so much like swag or something. Like he, you know, he's calling out the thing out. If you ain't get ready to bang, he can go, I'm sorry about bag that. And then the next thing you know, he could come on and kick 16 ball. 18 is enough. What?
And then jump on the one with Kanye about the mom.
Oh!
Killed that
Every
one.
time he come in, he do some like Eminem shit and just leave.
If Outkast said they was going on tour right now.
It ain't 16.
That's Rick Ross one. Yeah. If they went on tour right now, sell out probably in a day.
I would.
Gone.
There's a couple people.
I'm going.
Listen to me right now. There's a couple people right now that I would pay whatever it took to see them live.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, haven't seen her in forever.
Lauryn Hill.
Her, but and the Fugees.
Yeah.
Andre and Big Boy got to be together.
Dude, imagine, I don't know who got the money, who could make this happen. A Fugees Outkast tour.
Oh, it's over. You don't have arenas big enough for that.
Bruh.
Just them two.
Just them two. You don't need nobody else. They got enough catalog.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Boy, you better watch out. Oh, my God.
I'm going to put in the universe a Fugees Outkast tour. Live Nation. Make it happen. Y'all got deep pockets. Pull it off.
Bro, see, that's hip-hop, though.
You gone.
Okay. All right. On this show, before you get out of here, we always have fun with our guests now.
Let's go.
You now officially a member of Top Billing.
Let's go.
You in.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. This section is Top Billing. It's called All Facts. Is where I ask you a question. You got to tell me the truth. You just talk. Keep it.
So you can't lie.
Don't lie about it.
Damn.
All right, here we go. You give me your top 5 comedians that you would want to be on a show with.
Oh, damn, man. Come on,
I got to give you 5.
Come on,
and you
man.
the host.
Oh, it's a stand-up show.
Yeah, but you host it. But these are your people. You get to create the show. Who would your 5 comedians be? Don't be scared. Don't hurt nobody's feelings.
People gonna be hurt.
Let them deal with it.
People gonna be hurt. I mean, I'm a lawyer.
Like Malik S on some bullshit.
I'm a lawyer, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
I
gotta put DL and Sid off top.
Top. 1, 2.
So we only got 3 spots.
You got 3 left.
You always show me love, so I only got 2 left.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Somebody about to cry. Go ahead.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm putting people I'm fans of and rock with. I'm gonna put Ali Sadiq.
Okay.
And it'll be Sean Larkin / Tony Roberts.
Oh yeah, you got it.
It's like,
yeah,
these my people.
You gotta have Tony Roberts and Sean. Yeah,
so
I see what you're saying.
I let them split the set.
Okay.
Yeah. So
y'all do 15 and 15.
Yeah, split their time. Yeah. So that'll be my show. I don't know who's gonna close out of Use, Sid, or Dia. Y'all figure that out.
No, we'll figure it out.
It might be Tony Roberts.
It might be Tony Roberts. He don't care. Well, you can put him anywhere.
His energy.
You can put him at the front of the train or the back. It don't matter. Tony Roberts is bananas.
He gonna kill.
All right. All Facts. 3 comedians that influenced your career.
Oh, again, Sid and Dia. That's who I was around. And
old school.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but before I found out he was, stroking his meat, I really used to love Louis C.K.
Oh, you know he was nasty.
I didn't know he was out here beating his meat on people. But he
that don't have nothing to do with the stand-up.
That's what I'm saying.
He just nasty.
But I like how he was, and this might sound crazy. Like I feel like sometimes white comedians have more freedom to be dark than black people. We always like, you said that, especially if it's about religion. Oh my God, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Louis C.K., I just watched him do jokes and he didn't give up. It was dark as hell, and they'd be like, he did that shit. So I always like that.
I think Louis C.K. His stand-up has always been brilliant to me. You know what I'm saying? He was coming up with me. Like I would see him in New York, and he was always himself.
Fearless.
Yeah, and he'll talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's, once again, found his lane.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody has a lane. You just gotta master your lane.
Yeah.
You can't worry about this guy's what he doing and she doing. Be in your lane and be comfortable in that joint. Learn it.
And don't beat off on people though.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do
That's
that.
not nice. That is definitely not
nice. Ain't none that funny. You can't do that. Can't get past that.
All right, All Facts. Your 5 favorite comedians, female.
Oh, female. Some more.
Bam.
Just Niche.
Bam.
Ashima Franklin.
Pow.
Carmen Barton. She's dope.
Boom.
Ooh. I know it's other ones, but you know how you rush it.
Don't be scared.
Takara Williams.
Oh, bam. Yeah. See, I like Takara.
Yeah, those will be my favorite. And I know it's some that I missed, but those just thinking off the top.
So
those
you just
5
don't,
are solid.
Don't just jump past Coco Brown?
See, that's what I'm saying. See how you started? See, that's what I'm saying.
You just gonna skip by Dominique.
That's why I slashed Dominique Coco Brown. See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give him a shot. You gonna just forget about Lou Nell?
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Oh, you selfish.
This whole 5 is a setup because he know you can't really do 5.
You can't. That's why I say 5.
This is the clickbait. Oh, Malik say Coco Brown ain't funny. I didn't even say that.
No, we not. What's up? We not gonna do you like that. All right. Wait, one more. I want to do one more with you.
Right.
All facts. Malik S. You get to pick 5 of the most influential hip hop artists of all time. Who would they be and why?
Oh well, Outkast. Is that 1 or 2?
1.
So
Because they together, they come.
So Outkast.
Bam.
Here's what. This is gonna sound controversial off top. For some people, it's not controversial with me at all. Uncle Luke.
Yeah. Well, you Miami.
Not even
And
a lot of
good.
people don't get that man his flowers. All this freedom people have now, an independent label.
Because of him.
That's Luke, dog.
That's Luke.
That's Luke. You know what I'm saying? None of that would be happening.
Wasn't nobody popping it.
It wasn't nobody independent. It wasn't nobody cursing on records. Yeah. That's Luke, dog.
That's Luke right there.
So,
Luke Records.
Luke, you got to put, what do I say? Outkast, Luke. Jay-Z, of course, just the body of work.
Yeah, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z. You say influential,
Influential,
right?
like that in the culture. This is what Top Billing's about. We all about the culture, baby.
That moved it?
That moved the needle.
You got to give, I guess, Snoop.
Snoop
definitely
that's a definite move the needle for the West Coast. You crazy?
And was that 4 or 5?
That's 4. You got one more. Move the needle in the culture.
Move the needle, because that could change the sound too.
It could be whatever you want. This is all. This Top Billing. This is all facts, baby.
Rap. Oh, I want to say I could go Scarface or Fugees.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to go face then.
Yeah,
you go split.
I got Outkast.
You got to split them.
That's
another one. They get 15.
Because I'm just looking at move the culture and different sounds. You know what I'm saying? Not just
Scarface. Got to be mentioned.
He got to be.
There is nothing to talk about.
He was doing grown man rap back then. You know what I'm saying? His rap was always grown. You know what I mean?
And he had a 45-year-old voice in 3rd grade.
He always felt like a grown ass man. He always felt like he the age he is now back then.
Yeah, like face looked like he was never a baby.
Yeah,
he was just grown.
Just
came
serious.
out serious and with the pen.
Yeah,
I interviewed him. His pen game is slightly underrated, I think. And when people start thinking about dudes that can write lyrics that are like profound.
Face is cold.
He's cold than a motherfucker.
Face is cold. But yeah, that's my Jay-Z, Outkast, Face. Who else I said? Snoop. You know, and Uncle Luke, because those people made changes to sounds and culture.
Oh, your top 5 is actually it's ready. No one's going. Only the women in comedy gonna be mad at you, but in hip hop, you're fine.
Somebody gonna be mad about Luke.
Yeah. You gotta.
Especially these young dudes.
What's the area code of Miami?
305.
Yeah, you got the 305, baby.
Dade County. 305 is the most popular area code.
I love Miami.
Everybody know 305.
Why y'all can't just behave during spring break in Miami?
It don't be us though.
Why y'all be cutting up?
It be y'all.
Why do y'all always have to do something to shut down Ocean Drive?
It's always the out of towners. Because let me tell you something. This is real true. Miami people don't even go over there.
They don't go to the beach.
No, it don't even be us.
So you say it don't even be the real Miami
people?
It be me.
Out of
it be me coming down there having a good time, getting the fight, turning up wet willies.
Yeah, it don't be the locals. Because one. We go to the beach, but we know not to go around that time because all y'all gonna be there.
Yeah.
So Miami people don't really you ever seen somebody be like, I've been to Miami. I went to Miami. Where you was on the beach? You ain't been to Miami,
bro. I've been to Miami twice, and it was under curfew.
Yeah, you ain't been to Miami, dude. You
Bro,
ain't been
listen
to Liberty
me.
City. You ain't been to Opa-locka.
No, I'm not. That's the real. That's the real Miami. Real Miami. Every time I go there, Razor take me to the real.
You gotta go to the
Jamaican
real
club,
Miami.
the real Miami, right? But the beach is like the tourist part.
That's the tourist part.
How about you go down there thinking you about to turn up and you got to be in your room at 8 o'clock?
I think they did that. They just passed something now. Yeah.
They was like, no. I went down there about a year and a half ago, and I was there for a corporate event, and I'm thinking I'm going out, and they was like, nah, Miami shut down because somebody last week did something crazy, so you got to go to bed.
Hey, yeah, it's closed. You're like, what is this, CBS? What you mean y'all closed? We closed, dog. We close at 8.
Hey, man, I want to thank you for coming by, Malik S. You are
Appreciate
an
it, brother.
outstanding individual and a more incredible comedian. I would just wish all the best.
Yes,
just
sir.
keep rocking with
It's
us.
coming, man.
Come on, man. You
I ain't
there.
got no choice.
Come on, man.
You
Just
know what I'm
speak
saying?
it. Speak it.
It's happening, baby.
Holla.
Catch me.
Only on Top Billing, everybody. This your boy, Bill Bellamy. My special guest, Malik S. Peace. That's what I love, man, when you come through and you're so real with it.
Thank you, brother.
Malik S, Miami.
Top billing, baby.
305 in the building.